Now we'll move to X-ray of the nose and PNS. This is the X-ray of nose and PNS. This is called as the plain X-ray of nose and PNS Waters view. Waters view stands for occipitomental view, so called OM view also. So again, you can see here, this is right side and this is left side. R is marked as right, and the patient's name and details. At least you'll be able to tell something regarding this. In the exam, sometimes this might be closed. Okay, so at least you should, like in this case, you should know this is the female. It's very easy. Okay, she's using the ornaments. So what do you see here? Very important. So most important thing to see over here is the. So this is the nasal septum, as you can see. Okay, nasal septum. This is the orbit. So orbits are most important things to be seen on X-ray PNS for the first time. So just superior middle to the orbit, you can see the frontal sinus. From how do you know frontal sinus? The frontal sinus is like evident by its scalloping. So you can see the scalloping of the frontal sinus here. Scalloped margins of the frontal sinus is very important. The frontal sinus is big here. This is also the frontal sinus. So frontal sinus has scalloped margins. Then these are the ethmoid cells which are the medial to the lamina papyracea. This is the orbit. Again, medial to orbit is the ethmoid cells. These are nasal bones. This is nasal septum. Okay, and this is the maxillary sinus over here. Maxillary sinus can be usually seen as the conical shape, or the apex, the being towards the lateral aspect. This is the maxillary sinus. Okay, and these are the turbinates that can be visualized. And this is the septum. Septum is slightly deviated towards the left side. You can see the maxillary sinus on the right side there is opacity of the maxillary sinus on the right side. Okay, the frontal sinus seems more or less normal. So this is the case of chronic maxillary sinusitis. Okay, chronic maxillary sinusitis. So it is very difficult to tell acute or chronic on X-ray. But if there is some air fluid level, then you will be, at least you can see this is the acute phase. And when there is complete opacification of the sinus, then you can see it's a chronic because the infection is going on. So when there is complete opacification of the maxillary sinus, then you have to again see if there is any bone erosion or not. Or so if there is any bone erosion on the lateral aspect or superior aspect or inferior aspect, you have to think of carcinoma. But if there is no like bone erosion, then that is probably benign condition. Then there is what is the DD of complete opacification of the maxillary sinus? Complete. As you can see, air fluid level, then you will be sure that there is some form of infection or pus there. But when there is complete opacification, you have to think of some other pathology. Most common DD being a big polyp in the maxillary sinus, completely filling it. Next becomes hematoma in the maxillary sinus, completely filling it, hematoma. Okay. And next becomes any solid swelling or solid mass in the maxillary sinus, okay, solid mass, or malignant lesions in the maxillary sinus. That solid mass, if it was a small polyp, then there would have been some form of convexity upwards. When there is water, the air fluid level, then there will be concavity upwards. I will show you in the subsequent X-rays if we can show. Okay, so if there is any pathology, then you have to see it. There is difference between the OM view simply, okay, and the X-ray of the plain X-ray of the nose and PNS Waters view with mouth open. Okay, mouth open view is usually performed for the sphenoid. Look for the sphenoid. Then, as we have already discussed, this is very much clear that only the entry group of sinuses can be seen even on X-rays. Okay, so this is the maxillary sinus. Okay, this is the entry ethmoid cells, and these are the frontal sinus. If the patient opens the mouth, then you can see the sphenoid sinus through the mouth opening. Okay, in the palate, somewhere here, you can see the sphenoid sinus. So, how to treat this condition? So most of the times the treatment is by antibiotics, oral antibiotics, okay, for slightly longer duration of 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, when the patient is having mass, then obviously a patient has to undergo surgery. So usually patient nowadays we do functional endoscopic sinus surgery for the chronic sinusitis. So if there is any mass lesion, again the mass has to be removed and mass has to be sent for histopathology examination to find out the status. Okay, this is all regarding this X-ray. This is one more X-ray of the nose and pharyngeal sinuses, which is slightly different from the previous X-rays. Here, all the findings are same. The finding is complete opacity almost of the left maxillary sinus. right maxillary sinus, there is a mucosal thickening only. There is no DNS, and the scalloping of the sinus is there. The positive finding over here, the finding is the mouth is open and you can see something over here. So this is the sphenoid sinus. You can see sphenoid sinus. This is seen inside the oral cavity. This is called Pierre's view of the plain X-ray of nose and face. Pierre's view. Pierre's view is basically performed to the sphenoid. But nowadays there is a very minimal role of the X-ray PNS for the patient. The gold standard at this investigation for the nose and PNS will be CT scan of nose and paranasal sinuses. Plain CT is the gold standard one to identify the anatomy, to identify the lesions wherever they are present. So we rarely perform X-rays nowadays. If you suspect any strong suspicion, then we go for plain CT scan of nose and PNS. But this is for your teaching purpose. I am doing these X-rays. You might expect few in the exam. So this is Pierre's view showing the sphenoid sinus. Okay. There is one more X-ray of nose and PNS that you can see. This is the, as we can see, this is the convex upward opacity in the right maxillary sinus. Convex upward. This convex upward signifies this is the antral polyp. That is antral polyp. Okay. Any other solid lesions also might have convex upwards. But if it would have been just reverse, the concave upwards, that would have been really the air fluid level, probably sinusitis. Okay, so this is the right maxillary antral polyp. This is very important. So convex upwards, antral polyp, or any solid lesions. Okay, so concave upwards signifies the air fluid level. Thank you.